Brakati Hour, Brakati Hour Shy, Brakati Hour, Brakati Hour Shy, Brakati Hour, Brakati Hour Shy, Call Halayim Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akal Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders which are a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and diligently putting up videos throughout the week, feeding the sheep. This is McQuarrie from the Trumpet and VA camp, and y'all ain't gonna never believe this, but I'm gonna get right into it.
Ever wonder what's behind surprise medical bills?
Roz Pichardo wears a fanny pack every day, which holds her cell phone, a small Bible, and Narcan.
Place black end against outer thigh.
I reversed 186 overdoses.
So this right here is Philadelphia, by the way.
I shouldn't be doing that on my block or in my community. So I have this Narcan, I have that Narcan.
Pichardo is a lifelong Kensington resident, a first responder, and a supporter of Safe House.
So if we had Safe House, that'll be a way to kind of reduce the amount of trauma that we continue to see as community members.
Safe House is the nonprofit fighting to open a medically supervised overdose prevention site in Philadelphia's hard-hit Kensington neighborhood.
To create a spot where people can use safely and build trusting relationships so that if they want to get to treatment, they'll have an ability to do that.
And after months of legal battles, a federal judge sided with the group, saying Safe House intends to reduce drug use, not facilitate it. But Goldfein says they're not celebrating just yet.
We're hoping for a final order that declares the site to be legal, and at that point we would feel confident in opening.
Cities across the U.S., including Denver, Seattle, San Francisco, New York, and Boston, have all considered opening similar facilities. But the Department of Justice warns against the idea, and in a statement said any attempt to open a San Francisco, New York,
declares the site to be legal, and at that point we would feel confident in opening.
Cities across the U.S., including Denver, Seattle, San Francisco, New York, and Boston, have all considered opening similar facilities. But the Department of Justice warns against the idea, and in a statement said any attempt to open illicit drug injection sites in any other jurisdiction while this case is pending will be met with immediate action. Other community members have also voiced concerns to Pichardo, but she says Kensington is running out of options, so why not try something new?
I'm tired of seeing people dying and reversing people. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an EMS worker. I'm just a person who lives in a community who has to endure this.
The Department of Justice says the battle is long from over and they will continue their fight against Safe House. In Philadelphia, Talia Kirkland, Fox News.
So, as you can see, they're trying to bring it to they're trying to bring this. I mean, I heard about this. Right now I'm in Virginia, but when I was in Philly, I heard about them doing this, but I didn't think they was actually going to go through with it. But the police are on board. Everybody's on board. The people is on board. That's how bad it is. Like, matter of fact, I can show you how bad it is. Yeah, so here it is. This is the section, Kensington, that that everybody was talking about that they was talking about in the video.
Sleep. Look at this. Whole baby. Whole baby. Whole baby sleeping. Look at that. Look at that. Whose baby is this? Whose baby is this? They got a whole baby out here asleep. Look at this. Whole baby. Whole baby. Whole baby sleeping. Look at that. Look at that. Whose baby is this? Whose baby is this? They got
So yeah, this is just some of the stuff that be going on in Kensington.
They got a whole baby out here asleep. Look at this. Whole baby. Whole baby. Whole baby sleeping. Look at that. Look at that. Whose baby is this? Whose baby is
That shit, wow. Let me see. So it says Philadelphia preparing for first in-nation supervised injection site at the legal win. So, and that's just a taste of what Philadelphia got going on right now. So they saying that things are so bad, which clearly is bad. You got a lady dipping out with her baby sleeping in the park with her while she laid out on the ground. That's wild. And I've seen stuff like that. I've been on the train one time. I seen a lady completely dipped out with her baby in the stroller with her. She's just passed out. It was a couple people on the bus or the train. They was about to beat her up for doing that. So yeah, it is it's pretty bad out here. So, but I didn't think it was to the point where they would do something like this. You open up a site, like a building, to actually let people come get high in. That's wild. Why don't you just freaking lock the people up? Is that simple? Why would you give them a site? See, man, it says Philadelphia, Roz Pichardo, 41, who carries. So basically, it's going into the chick, how she was going into how she carries all these things to resuscitate people or whatever. It says Philadelphia has become one of the epicenters of the opioid crisis, with the city estimating there were 3,191 overdose deaths from 2016 to 2018. And Kensington, the hardest hit community in the city, which is a fact. Kensington is destroyed. I seen a pregnant lady on heroin one time, dipping out. I had it on camera, but my page got deleted when I was out there preaching. It says entire blocks have turned into homeless encampments for addicts. Community playgrounds have been forced to add sharp boxes, which a sharp box is basically it's like a mailbox, but you drop in your needles. And bus terminals have closed out of fear of drug activity. Now, a recent ruling could clear the way for Philadelphia to have the first supervised injection site in the nation, much to the chagrin of the federal government. The city hopes the site will alleviate the city's drug problem, but the federal government equates it to a legalized crack house. And that's basically what it would be, a legalized crack house. You would come there to get fucking high. Like, who comes up with this stuff? It says the highly contested site, which would be operated by a local non-profit called Safe House, would give drug addicts a safe haven to consume and would offer sterile injection equipment, including needles and naloxone. It says it would also give referrals to treatment centers, social services, housing, and wounded care facilities. Oh yeah, if you're a junkie in Philadelphia and you apply for housing, they give you a house, just so you know. So cities across the United States, including Denver, Boston, Seattle, San Francisco, and New York, have considered opening such facilities, but have been assuming some kind of a stop.
Stymie.
Prevent or hinder progress. Yeah, stop. So by the federal law and the Justice Department's vow to halt any project of its kind, Philadelphia decided to move forward with the support of the city officials and former governor Ed Rendell, who sits on its board, but the facility's future is still uncertain because the Justice Department has continued its effort to stop the project and sued the city in February. They are in legal no man's land, said Robert Field, professor of law and public health at the Drexel University. Ohio coroner says opioid crisis is not going away after 10 deaths in her county in just over a day. Wow. Last week, a judge ruled that the proposed site does not violate federal law in unprecedented decisions. U.S. District Judge Gerald A. McHugh wrote that a provision of the Controlled Substance Act aimed at the closing crack houses does not apply to the nonprofit organization bid to avoid opioid abusers in Philadelphia's drug-ravaged Kensington section. The crack house statute would become a law in the 1980s. So basically, they trying to open up legalized crack houses. That's what's going on here. That's what they're trying to do. Open up legalized crack houses. This is wild. This is wild. Let me see. Like Proverbs 29:2, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And right now, obviously, the people of Philly are mourning. And what are they doing in their mourning? They're turning to drugs. And Esau is allowing this shit. Okay? Matter of fact, he probably loves the chaos that's going on, because we know how Esau does it. He likes to use chaos to basically use like his false flag. So that's probably why he's against opening up things like this, so that it can continue to be chaos. And when he's ready, he can move in with his military action or whatever, martial law, whatever he want to do. But if they were to do this, it'd be a little bit harder. But the point is, the wicked are in authority, and everybody's mourning because all they care about is their own money. They don't give a damn about the poor. But Jake don't understand is Esau don't give a fuck about him. Okay, he don't care about your communities. He don't care who gets destroyed. He don't even care about his own people. And he hates Jake's even more. So, man, but with that, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakal, Kadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, which are a great millstone. Peace and blessings to the sincere Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity, and those who putting up videos throughout the week, feeding the sheep. Shalom.